Good afternoon, what's happening, America? Hope you guys enjoyed my show I made earlier. You guys want the lights on? It's still light enough. I don't need the lights on, right? Hope you guys enjoyed my show I made earlier this morning. Yeah. I mean, you and VJ can just live the life. Yeah, I don't even have the money I make off my book. I never have to work again. I can just build my house and just live life with VJ and just party it up and all that stuff. But I want to work. I don't want to be lazy. And my dream is being a movie star with VJ. That's why I'm going to start Scotch Entertainment, obviously. Yeah, well, I'll make more money. You know, tell me, yeah, I mean, it's not good to be lazy. It's good to work. Yeah, it's good to work. It's good to have a career and work. I want to have a movie career with BJ, obviously. That's how I'm going to sell Scott's name with BJ. But that's it. That's the only business I'm going to start. As the money I make off my movie merchant game is enough money for me, BJ. If I make 50, 70 billion off the Xanus brand, it's not money for me, BJ. We don't need more money, right? And I'll do, BJ will obviously want to do music on the side. We can do a couple singles every couple of years, maybe an album. We might do maybe one album, maybe like 2-3 singles every couple of years. We release it, we make our billions off that. Yeah, and that's it, right? It's not money for me, we don't need more money, obviously. Yeah. So the Hollywood actors for movies are not the leads. They're supporting leads. They're lead characters, but they have more of a supporting role. Like me and VJ are going to be the leads. Like Keanu Reeves is the lead villain with Scarlett Johansson and Ben Affleck. So they're the leads, but they're the antagonists, honestly, of the story. The lead villains, but they're supporting characters. Me and VJ are the leads, but they're supporting leads. Supporting leads means like you're not the main character, but you almost have as much scenes as the main character. Like you have Morpheus and Trinity. Morpheus and Trinity are supporting characters in the Matrix. Keanu Reeves is the lead, but yet they have a lot of scenes. You have some of that with me, VJ, and the Hollywood actors. They have almost as much scenes as me, VJ. Me and VJ are ultimately the leads of the story, but they have a lot of scenes in the movie too. I'm still giving them their time to shine in the movie, obviously, but me and VJ are the leads. For the Grayscape, they're unique. We're the leads. They have that movie with leads too. But I'm gonna give Dwayne Johnson, Will Smith their time to shine in as captain on the boat for the movie too. Obviously, like Dwayne Johnson, Will Smith, they'll have to be the supporting leads of the movie, the Invader movie, captain on the boat, and the other couples are supporting leads too. Yeah, guys, I'm Sarah. As the Hollywood actors will have their time to shine in the movie too. They're gonna be the stars of my movie too. But they're not the leads. They're supporting leads, supporting characters. But they have they're major characters. They're just not the leads. I gave the example of the major with Morpheus and Trinity, right? Even though Neo was the lead of the movie, like Warner Bros. Gave Trinity and Morpheus their time to shine in the movie. Lawrence Fishburne and Carrie Ann Moss their time to shine in the movie. That's what Sarah. We got something like that for my movies, obviously. These Hollywood actors are supporting leads, obviously. That way I can protect my investment. Yeah. If you want us to protect our investment, we have to be the leads of the movie. As a Hollywood actors, even though they can sell their movies and everything, not all their movies are hits. Some movies they flop, right? Even big A-list actors have quite a bit of flops in their careers. They have hits and misses in their careers, obviously. Hits, and they have some movies that flop. There's some actors who have quite a bit of flops in their career with their movies. Because the A-list actors, even though they can sell their movies and they make the company's money, they're not guaranteed box office draws. Some of their movies flop, obviously, that get released on theaters. And some movies are hits, they make money, and some movies break even. So to protect my investment means you have to be the leads. That way I don't have to worry about losing money. Sarah? As long as we're in the movie will make its money. But like, you want the movie to really have buzz, means you have to be the leads of the movie. Listen, Sarah. We have to be the leads of the movie, guys. I'm sorry, y'all. Take a hot shower after this. Supposed to work today. I have today off. I might pick up another shift though. Maybe this week. This Saturday shift at 3, I might pick it up. That way I make more money next paycheck. I get like a $150, $160, $170 paycheck, right? Next Sunday, right? Yeah. Yeah. What training people fight I've been? Xanus or the Great Escape? Xanus, I'm doing sword fighting training. You know the prequels when Hayden Christensen and Ian McGregor did their training with Nick Gillard? Yeah. I'll be doing sword training like that for my movie. You could have Nick Gillard come on board, Ivan, as one of your stunt guys, right? You can pay him a lot of money. Pay him like $500K because he's pretty big to be a coordinator for your movie. Good paycheck. I might have him be one of my stunt guys, Nick Gillard. He's working on he's helping Neotus choreograph his Vader fan films. You can bring Nick Gillard on board, Ivan, and have him work for you for Xanus. Pay him like $500K. That's good enough for him as a stunt coordinator. And he gets the perks. That's a good deal for him, obviously, right? I might choose him. I might have him be in my movie. I don't want the same stunt stuff as Star Wars. It's different. Star Wars is lightsabers and flips. My movie is sword fighting. It's different. But Nick Gillard can help you choreograph the Xanian arts and everything for your movie. He comes up with good fighting styles for your movie. Have him be one of your stunt guys, Ivan, for your movie, right? Train you and all the Hollywood actors. And I'll have other stunt guys jump on board too. You can have him in your movie, Ivan, right? Maybe. We'll see what happens. I might not have him. We'll see what happens, right? Yeah. So you have George Lucas consult. Yeah, George Lucas will be with me in the Xanus project consulting, obviously. Just consulting. As George will be fucking old. He'll be like 90. By the time I'm working on a movie, George Lucas will be like 88, 89, 90 years old. He'll be fucking old. He can't even work anymore. but he'll be consulting, help me out. I don't have to worry about it. I'll consult and I'll guide you. Yeah, George, you have to guide me throughout the process of the movie. Just consulting, George. Pay George like 40K a year to consult. That's a good paycheck for him because he's not doing much work. He's just standing around consulting. That's it. He's not doing much work, right? Great movie, George. That's right. I will beg after Xanus, I'm like, no, George, you're old. Just spend time with your family with the remaining couple years you have left on this earth, man. Because after Xanus, George might have maybe four more years left on the earth. 5 more years before he passes away. Unless he makes it to 100. But once you're 100, you're done, right? You're done, obviously. Yeah. George might have maybe 5-6 years left on the earth after Xanus. 4 years left on the earth after that. Yeah, George, just enjoy your life the remaining few years you have on the earth. You're old, man. You're not good for the great escape, George. Just enjoy your life with your family and your kids before you pass away. Obviously. Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. So I have John Campion, Ray Ora, Ryan Burnett, and Jonathan won't really care about the Hollywood movies. No, they care about it, but they don't really care about it that much anymore compared to the way they care about me, VJ Zane's movie. They're all hyped for that epic fantasy. Yeah, I can't wait to watch that epic fantasy story, man. I even wrote a masterpiece, man. I can't wait to watch that story, Earth and them Devils and Demons. The $3 million budget movie, most expensive movie children ever made. They're mainly hyping about that. They're tuning into the website every day and the trends and the Hollywood actors, social media. It's crazy. As once I saw the actors, the whole world is now tuning into the Hollywood actors' social media. See if they post stuff. And they're guaranteed gonna post stuff, obviously. They're gonna brag, obviously. John make a video. Yeah, guys, I got my script. I got my movie script. Like they're making videos and all that stuff. Yeah, I got my script, and yeah, I'm training right now. I'm heading to the gym right now. They're posting stuff, and the whole world's tuning into that. And John K. and Robin there are obsessively tuning into my website, the news, all that stuff, the pictures, the promos are tuning in, man. And they're tuning into the trends, and they care about the Hollywood movies, but they don't care about it the way they care about Xanus. They're way more hyped about Xanus than they are the Hollywood movies. Even the big Hollywood movies are hyped about, but they're not as hyped about it compared to the way they're hyped about Xanus. Yeah. But they still care about the Hollywood movies. The fans will still care about the Hollywood movies, but they don't care about it as much compared to the way they care about my movie, right? They're way more hyped about my movie than they are these Hollywood movies, but they still care about the movies. But these movies are all the side tension. That's my point, right, in Hollywood, right? These television shows and movies are all side tension. But I'm king. Me and VJ's A's movie is the main event. Great Escape of Keanu Reeves is the main event. Yeah. That's Miss Sarah. I think you'll make 30, 40, 50 million off your book. Maybe. I highly doubt that. I think it's probably in the 20 something billion, 20 to maybe 25, 28 billion I make off the book. But I don't know. I might make even 30, 40, 50. I don't know. We'll see. I'll know how much I make when I get my first check, right? I'll know how much money I made off my book, right? I know it's in the tens of billions though. At least 15 plus $billion I'm gonna make off the book, right? Maybe 20, 22 billion, 22 billion I make off the book. That's how Victoria Justice will be shocked, obviously. Ivan, you sold, yeah, I sold 1 billion copies. You sold 1 billion copies, Ivan? Yeah, she's like, holy shit, you beat Harry Potter. I know I did. And your book is better than Harry Potter, Ivan. That's a masterpiece, I know, VJ. You wrote that? I'm like, yeah, I wrote that. She's like, holy shit, that's even better than Lord of the Rings, I know. How was my your book, by the way, Ivan? No, Zen, sweetie. Oh, this girl's fucking evil. No, Ivan, seriously, how much money did you make? Yeah, I made like $22 billion off my book, VJ. You made $22 billion off your book? Yeah, she's like, holy shit. I'm like, wait for it. Here it comes. By the way, sweetie, are you going to share that with me, sweetie? You know, so I'm like, yes, VJ, I will. Relax, calm down, evil woman. I'm going to share mine with you. Yeah, she wants a piece of the money, obviously. She knows that's unlimited. $1 billion is crazy. That's after 900 million, man. Having 1 billion in your bank is fucking crazy. That's a lot of money. 22 billion? That's crazy, man. It's unlimited, man. You never have to work again with that money, right? He's like, man, we're richer than all the Hollywood executives and celebrities I know. We can start that film through this money, Ivan, I know, and make that Xanus movie like Lord of the Rings. We can build that $1 billion house and buy our jet, our $400 million jet, $100 million jet, get our beautiful, unique 71 yacht, cheaper $40 million yacht. We can get our high-end cars. We can get our nice clothes collection, shoes, jackets. Yeah, living life. When we travel on the world, we can stay at the best hotel suites, and we can book a whole resort for ourselves. Me and VJ, when we travel to places around the world. Sometimes I'll be booking luxury hotels in the city, suites, and sometimes I'll also book a whole resort. Like that picture that VJ posted on Instagram, I book a resort like that with a white water front property, whatever it is. Yeah, we can book a whole resort for ourselves. Have our own chefs and everything, make food for us, and we get drunk and we chill in the steamy pool. Like, we go on the yacht in the ocean, living life. Obviously, that's why VJ cries. She wants to like me, obviously. You know, like, why would VJ care? Like, she's living life now. Yeah, VJ has money to like live the life and go on vacation, but she's limited, right? She has a limited bank account. She only has maybe a few million in bank. She's a multi-millionaire, but she's supposed to be a billionaire, like a multi-millionaire like me. The Gates just duped her. That's why she cries, because she got duped by the Gates. And she's not free in Hollywood, and she wants to see Ivan. She wants to be with Ivan and see Ivan. That's why even though she's rich in Hollywood, she's miserable. She's sorry for Ivan. She can't see Ivan. That's why she's crazy and she cries like a psychotic woman. And she wants the power control. She doesn't even want to be under the Gates with a shitty career. Yeah, she has money, but she has to sabotage a shitty career. Her career is sabotaged. She's only worth $12 million. She got duped by the Gates. She wants to make the billions with me and share the billions with me. That's why she's crazy. She knows the money I made off the book. I won a lottery with that money. Live a life with that money, man. That's why she's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, man. Is Peter blind by his youth movie? Yeah, he is, honestly. He's a nerd, man. All Hollywood directors are nerds. Yeah. Yeah, once I signed Peter to that mega 1.7 billion New Zealand deal, making like his $1 billion+ over taxes, and I gave it to him in our budget, that's when he becomes blind by youth for the movie. He doesn't really care about anyone else except for his paycheck and the movie, obviously. Yeah. Because Peter might tell me, yeah, I know you're worried about the crewmen being a little bit pissed off because we're making way more than Ivan. Like, they don't make this in Hollywood Ivan. That's a good paycheck for Ivan. If Peter finds that money, because Peter's blind by youth movie. My Peter man, so I'll be blind by your movie. No, Ivan, that's a good paycheck, Ivan. If Peter finds that money, Ivan, they don't make that in Hollywood. They made like $30K for my Lord of the Rings, Ivan. Don't worry about Ivan. Trust me, I know you're worried they might not work as hard for you because we're all the actors, 17, Hall 17, me and you and your wife are making all that money. But Ivan, man, like, they're not worth any more than this, Ivan. This is enough. You're gonna drain your cap, Ivan. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, Ivan, if you pay them more than 50K, you're gonna drain the whole budget, Ivan. Because Peter, all he cares about is the budget, the movie, obviously. He's buying his movie. Yeah, Peter, you're right. You got a point. Yeah, Ivan, man, this is good enough. They can Peter finds that money, Ivan, for a couple of years, Ivan. For my Lord of the Rings, they made like 30K, Ivan. They work hard for me. Don't worry about Ivan. They're gonna work hard for me, Ivan. Don't worry about it, man. I'm gonna handle it, Ivan. They're gonna work hard for me, Ivan. Don't worry about it. People time with that. All right, you for the movie. Don't worry about Ivan. They're gonna work hard for you. I know, Peter. Relax. Ivan, you can't pay them more. You're gonna drain the cap, Ivan. You're gonna drain the budget, Ivan. Peter wants the money going towards the movie, obviously. Yeah. All right, Peter, you're right. You're right, but yeah, Ivan, man. Like, this is enough money. This is a rich paycheck, Ivan. They don't make this on with Ivan. They're gonna work hard for us. Don't worry about Ivan. Trust me, man. Ivan, you gave me the keys to the kingdom. On the boss movie, trust me. They're gonna work hard for me, Ivan. Don't worry about it. I'm like, yeah, Peter, I trust you, Ivan. You have to trust me, Ivan. Don't worry about it, Ivan. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually funny. It was said. Yeah, he's blind by the movie, Peter. It's actually funny. Don't worry about it, Ivan. Though. If you find somebody, yeah, Peter, I know. Relax, calm down, you greedy pig, you nerd. It's actually funny. It was, yeah. Well, Peter will tell you that's a good page of him. Yeah, he will. Yeah, Ivan, that's a great page of him, Ivan. In Hollywood, they make like $35,000, Ivan. Yeah, Ivan, you pay them this, they're gonna work harder for us. You're gonna get. Yeah, I'll get a better movie. Yeah, you'll get a better movie, Ivan. They're gonna build better sets. They're gonna build better costumes, armor, weapons, and masks. Design costumes, armor, weapons, and masks. They're gonna work harder, and hence you're gonna get a better movie. Less cheesy stuff in my movie, obviously, as what you got for Lord of the Rings. The Lars appearing out of nowhere. The bad editing in the end of the Helm's Deep War. The one flaw of the Helm's Deep War is the ladders appearing out of nowhere. That's a plot hole, obviously. You didn't see the army carry any ladders when you saw them marching, right? That's a plot hole. And the ending of the war, when they're like the city has been breached, the wall has been breached, and Aragorn's like, get them inside, and you saw a bunch of people, and all of a sudden the next scene there's only 8 people left, which is bad editing, obviously. The editing for that was bad. Those are the two flaws in the Two Tower Wars. And there's a bit of cheesiness with the army too. It's a bit cheesy, obviously. I caught a bit of cheesiness with the Orc army because here's a guy, Ivan, man, I was limited. Like, New Line gave me a shitty number in our budget, Ivan. We just couldn't afford it, Ivan. Yeah, that's why you caught cheesiness a bit in the army, the Orc High army in Two Towers. Because Peter was given a limited $9 million budget. They probably put maybe 35 million, 40 million towards special effects for Lord of the Rings, man. 35 million. Peter was, yeah, I was limited. Whereas for my movie, I'm putting $600 million plus, if I have leftover money, towards special effects. And for the army, I'm actually going to have like tens of thousands of extras in the army. So Peter doesn't have to rely on computer graphics for the army. I'm actually going to have like a 20,000 wolf army extras and like a 12,000 human Zane army for the war. When you apply the visual effects awards, they look amazing. Better, much better. Yeah, Peter's like, yeah, man, it won't look as cheesy, Ivan. Because it's actually a real army, it's not CGI. Yeah. As the Orc army, most of that was CGI. They only had a couple hundred extras for the Helm's Deep War when you see the behind the scenes of Lord of the Rings. All the rest is CGI. Yeah. I'm sorry. Huh? I get more of that out of like Peter. No, I'm not paying more money myself. I'm being greedy. $1 billion+ in your bank's enough. I'm just like, that's not money for me. Yeah, Peter. So I'm being greedy, my greedy pig. You know. Peter, are you happy? I signed you to a mega deal. You're getting paid your $1 billion+ over taxes. I gave with you our budget. Are you happy? I have nice perks. Are you happy? Yeah, I'm happy, Ivan. Thank you, man. Ivan, your company blows hell of a water, Ivan. I know, Peter. Ivan, fuck my man. They gave me a shit now on their budget, Ivan. I know, Peter. Fuck Lord of the Rings, Ivan. I'm way more hyped for your Xanus movies. Xanus is better Lord of the Rings, Ivan. I know, Peter. It's better Lord of the Rings. It's always better Lord of the Rings, son. Yeah. Well, Peter worked much harder. Oh, yeah, he will. When I work on the screenplay with Peter, if I choose Peter, Peter Jackson is thinking, and he's every scene we're constantly thinking, and Peter helps me out. All right, what if we do this? This will make the story better. I give this idea. What if we do this? And Peter's like, all right, that's a good idea. And we write an amazing screenplay together with Guillermo del Toro and Fran with the movie. Because I'll have Fran and Guillermo del Toro help me out a little bit too with the screenplay. A little bit. It'll be me and Peter are pretty much the co-writers, but I'm gonna have Fran and Guillermo del Toro be my assistant writers. They're gonna help us out a little bit with the writing of the screenplay, and me and Peter write an amazing screenplay together. People were hard. I paid him his $85 million base. He signed a $1.7 million deal in his New Zealand money. He'll work his ass off for me, Peter. He's getting paid his $1 billion+ for 5 years of work. A $1 billion check for 5 years of work is a nice paycheck. Okay. It's actually 4 years of work. Because post-production Peter is not working. He's just overseeing everything and watching. And he has to watch the rough cut too of the movie, Peter, too. He's my director. Or Mel Gibson, if I choose Mel, he has to watch the rough cut. And me, Mel, and Randy Walls are going to write an amazing screenplay too if I choose Mel, obviously, right? Yeah. Got some Sarah? Take a nice hot shower after this. Yeah. And I'm spoiling Peter with the perks. First year while Peter's working on the screenplay, I'm going to have the limo services that will take him to the buffet restaurant, take him to his hotel, take him to the property. The limo services will take all those guys to my property. Getting spoiled. Like he's staying at a luxury hotel suite. Like a $1,000 night suite in a luxury hotel for like a year. Getting spoiled. Jacuzzi and everything, a nice TV. So Peter's getting spoiled. And he'll be living there with Fran and George Lucas and Guillermo del Toro and all those guys. He'll be staying at the hotel during the first year of the movie project. They're getting spoiled. They're going to work hard for me, obviously. You know. Yeah. Because I have a $1 billion budget for Volume 1, I have more than enough money to have Peter and stay at hotels, suites, and everything. I can afford it. But not like $10,000 night suites. No, like $1,000 night suites. I will be saving money. I didn't say at night suites, guys, but book like maybe a $1,500, $1,000 night suite. That way you don't drain the budget. That's only a few million costs, maybe $4 million costs for 1 year. I can afford it for Peter dollars, guys, right? $3 million, $3.5 million in costs. I can afford it. Yeah. Got some Sarah? Yeah. And it appears my chosen director will be trending with me. He's now trending on X with George Lucas, Fran, and me and BJ and the Hollywood 17. He's trending with all those guys. Peter. That's why he feels on top of the world. That's why whenever we work on the screenplay and we do the concerts, Peter's having a blast because the docum's filming some of that. And the whole world is excited for the movie. That's why Peter's having a blast. Yeah, I'm having a blast working on your screenplay, doing the concerts. This is fun, making the business calls. This is fun, Ivan. I know, Peter. Relax, you nerd. Yeah. And people take the stress off me. Yeah, don't worry about it. Like, I know all the best stuff for your company. You want what cameras you want for your movie, Ivan? Well, I want IMAX cameras. Yeah, Ivan. Are IMAX cameras the best cameras in Hollywood, Peter? Yeah, Ivan, the best cameras in Hollywood. Okay, I want to get the film ones. You want film ones, Ivan? Yeah, I want film ones, not digital film, Peter. Okay, Ivan, I'll handle it, Ivan. I'll help you reach out with the calls. And Peter, like, call. I know all the best companies in America, Ivan. You want it to get it from America? Yeah, America has the best stuff. How much cameras do we rent, Peter? I don't know. 17 cameras enough? Yeah, that's enough. I don't want to rent 30 and waste money. We can rent 17 film IMAX cameras for the movie. And Peter makes the calls. And they give us a quote how much it will cost to rent it for like a year, 2 years. It's like $50 million in costs. And I can easily afford it. You want the best equipment for the cameras, Ivan? Yeah, I know all the best stuff for your cameras, Ivan. The equipment for the cameras. The moving stands, the drones for your high shots, Ivan? Yeah, I'll handle it, Ivan. Peter takes stress on me. I know all the best stuff for your departments and visuals, Ivan. Your editing department, your VFX, special effects department, your sound mix department. You want the best equipment for that? Yeah, I handle it, Ivan. And Peter handles it for me. Holy shit, Peter, you know your shit, man. Yeah, Ivan, I have my own edition company. I know my shit, Ivan. Peter takes the stress on me. You want the best tools for the. You want to update the armor and the weapons? Yeah, I have a tool for the Rogers Wars, all that, Peter. I want to. Oh yeah, I can get the best tools and fabric and sewing equipment for the clothing and the cotton of the mask, Ivan. I'll handle Ivan, and Peter takes the stress off me. Because I have a $250 million budget to worth all that, I can produce the best mask in the business, even better than they'll be animal. Ivan, you want something like Delvin Apple, Ivan? Yeah, except better than that. Okay, Ivan, we can afford it with this budget. Yeah, we can afford it. This is unlimited, Ivan. I know, Peter. We can update the armor. Yeah, Ivan, with this budget, we can update the armor and the weapons. Have the crewmen, Weather Workshop, create update armor and weapons. We can create better clothing for all the extras and all the actors. You have to create clothing for the extras and the actors. It's a lot of tens of thousands of armored weapons we have to create. Lord of the Rings, they create, I think, like 10,000 armored weapons with a small budget. With a $250 budget, you can create like 50,000, 60,000 armored weapons with that kind of money. He was like, yeah, with a $250 budget, we can create tens of thousands of armored weapons. I have like 40,000 cautions armored weapons, Ivan. 50,000 we can create. That's why you have to have the crewmen start working early second year. That way, give them time to create all that. A lot of work. But with that budget, we can afford it. Yeah, if you want like a gathering of actually 30,000, 5,000, 6,000 extra for the Exodus. Yeah, Peter. Yeah, we can afford it with a like $80 million budget, Peter, Ivan. We can afford it, Ivan. Afford with this budget, Ivan. I know, Ivan. This is unlimited, man. For Lord of the Rings, I just couldn't afford this, Ivan. I was limited, Ivan. I know, Peter. Peter was limited with Lord of the Rings. But for my movie, he's what? He's not limited. It's unlimited, obviously. Let me check, guys. I have to use the bathroom. Take a leak. Back is like, what guys on the show? Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna go upstairs and make my eggs. You guys will see me in part 2. I'll talk for maybe another 15-20 minutes. Shut this guy off here.